back to my channel. Today we are going to get into my Sephora Sales recommendations video. I also have a few things on my wish list that I'm going to share with you guys. Before we get started, I want to thank Sephora for partnering with me on this video. Thank you to Magic Links for giving me this opportunity to work with Sephora. And most importantly, thank you guys for using my links. If it wasn't for you guys using my links in my videos, in my community center, on my Instagram, I would never have an opportunity to partner with a brand like Sephora. So I have to give all the thanks to you guys because it would never happen without you and your support. And I cannot begin to tell you how much that means to me. And every single time you click one of my links, you're helping to support my channel. I use that revenue that I make from the links and from YouTube to buy the products that I'm going to be reviewing in upcoming videos. And without that support, I would not be able to do what I do. So I 100% owe it all to you guys. And I cannot thank you enough for being with me on this journey and supporting me in the way that you do. And it means the world to me. So thank you guys for allowing this to even happen. Thank you to Magic Links for, connecting me with a brand like Sephora. I really appreciate that. And before I start becoming a blubbering mess, let's go ahead and jump into the sales details. So if you're not a member of Sephora, you'll definitely want to stop what you're doing. You can even totally pause the video. I'll be right here waiting for you when you get back. Go over to their website, or you can download their app to the phone, which I prefer using the Sephora app. It's just easier for me. You can go onto their website, you can enter in all of your information, and you will become a member right then and there, and you will be able to enjoy some of the savings. Now, as you guys know, if you are a Sephora Rouge member, you will receive 20% off of every order, which is fantastic. And if you are a VIB member, you will get 15% off every purchase. If you're an insider, you will save 10% off. So if you do not have an account with Sephora, I recommend getting one now, because then the next sale, you will build up your points and you will build up your membership, and you can reach the VIB or the Rouge and save even more money next time. So the sale starts on October 30th and it ends on November 9th. If you're a Rouge member, you can start shopping right on October 30th. If you are a VIB member, you can start shopping on November 3rd. If you're an insider, you will be able to start shopping on November 5th. And all you have to do is when you check out, you enter the code HOLIDAYFUN. It's super easy. Enter the code HOLIDAYFUN and you will receive the 20, the 15, or the 10% off. That's all the sale details, you guys. Very, very easy. Let's go ahead and jump into my recommendations because I got quite a few things here and I don't want this video to be super duper long, but we're gonna make it happen. Everything I discuss in today's video will be listed in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and jump into my recommendations. And these I am so excited to share with you guys. The first product I'm going to talk about is something that I've always wanted, but I didn't love the color of the original one. It's ridiculous, I know. This has been a game changer. I'm talking game changer in my hair. I am talking about the Dyson Air Wrap. I finally bought one, and it's crazy because I always wanted one, but I didn't love the pink and gray. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And I thought, if I'm going to spend $500 and some odd for that product, I want to love the color of it. And so it always just kind of stopped me from buying it. And oh my gosh, I regret not buying it. This is my brand new, I've had it about 3 weeks now, I would say, and I am absolutely obsessed. Thank you, Sephora, for having a payment plan. I used the Klarna payment plan to buy this, and I am so glad I did. See this swoop that I have with my bangs? I've never had that. I have tried to achieve that with a curling iron for a long time, and I've never been able to get the amount of volume that I have and just the overall look of my hair. I love this thing. Up here on the screen is the image of the longer barrels for longer hair, and I bought those to try to do some of my extensions with it. But this Dyson Air Wrap, I can see why everybody loves it. I love this like volume and this body that I have, and it lasts for several days like this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here, I only wash my hair about every 3 or 4 days. I feel like it's the best way to keep my hair healthy is if I wash it every 3 or 4 days. And I just get this like amount of volume and this like swoop bang that I am just obsessed with. I love this air wrap. And of course, I love the color. I think the bronze and the gray is just so classic and so beautiful, and I love this thing. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you that you'll be able to buy this Dyson and get 20% off because I don't know yet. I'm actually filming this before the sale starts because I tried to buy this during the friends and family sale using the 20% off discount code, and I wasn't able to use it to buy this Dyson product. So I don't know if you're going to be able to use it, but I cannot recommend this enough. And if it's something that you want to put on your Christmas list for your husband or somebody to pick up for you, it's fantastic. I love it so much. I love this thing so much. I am like in heaven every time I use that. I'm so excited. Just get such bouncy waves. You guys have been noticing in my comments. You guys have been saying, what are you doing different with your hair? Your hair looks so beautiful. And I've been getting so many of those comments since I started using the Dyson. Now, the other product I want to talk about for hair is this. Now, I don't have this because I'm out of it and I'm waiting for the sale to start so I can rebuy it. This is from Uemura. This is called the WATA Wave Texturizing Hairspray, and I love this. Like it is expensive because you know, Uemura is very expensive. I hope I'm saying that right. Uemura. I might be saying it wrong. Okay, I botched it, whatever. It has great ratings on the Sephora website, and there's a reason. It is one of the best texturizing sprays I've ever used. And this one comes in a 7.54 ounce aerosol can, and it's $42. The best. So this is on my list to pick up, but I can recommend it if you're looking for a really, really good dry texturizing spray. Oh, so good. The other one I would recommend is the Bumble and Bumble. So this is the 3.6 ounce version. This one I paid $31. I bought this to get me by until I can get the Uemura on during the sale. And I like this one too. This one works great too. So I would recommend both of these as far as just a really good texturizing spray. I've been really impressed with it. I've had it for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I've just been really enjoying it, but I love the Uemura one. It is so good. The next product is this. This is from Olaplex. This is their Holiday Hair Fix. I actually purchased this during my friends and family discount code, and I love Olaplex. If you've been with me for a while, you know I love Olaplex. Olaplex is one of my absolute favorite shampoo and conditioners. I started using it, I would say about 2 years ago now, and I've never looked back. It's highly concentrated, so you only need just a tiny, tiny bit of it, and it lathers up really well, and it just washes your hair beautifully. The technology behind Olaplex is unbelievable. They have their own system for bleaching the hair or treating bleached hair that you can get at like the beauty supply stores. Olaplex is fantastic. I feel like my hair is so healthy, and you guys always ask me, your hair is so shiny. What do you, and it's the Olaplex. After you use it for as long as I have, my hair just automatically retains the shine. My hair over time has gotten better and better and better. It's so good. Now in this set you get the Bond Smoother, which is like a leave-in reparative like styling cream. So especially if you have more like thicker coarse hair and you like to use a styling cream, this kind of works as like a hybrid product where you can, it's a leave-in kind of treatment, plus it's going to be a styling cream for you. It also has the number 3, which is the hair perfector. This is the hair perfector, and then shampoo and conditioner, and then the bond repair. The hair perfector is the first step that you want to take when you're using the Olaplex system. I use it about once a week because I only wash my hair every 3 or 4 days. So I use it every other wash is basically how I do it. And the bond perfector, I like to dampen the hair, kind of wring out the water and make sure that it's kind of, you know, it's damp, but I've kind of gotten the water, it's like towel dried almost. You want to kind of towel dry it a little bit before you wash it. and you can put on the hair perfector, let it set up, let it sit for a minute, you know, as long as you can. Some people put a thing over their hair and go to sleep and wake up the next morning and wash it out and then do the shampoo and conditioner. I like to do it while I'm sitting in the bathtub, just like shaving and doing this or scrubbing off my fake tan or whatever the case is. And then, you know, I leave it on for as long as I can. And then I, you know, rinse it out and then go in with the shampoo and conditioner. It's so good. It is a game changer, especially if you are somebody that's done a lot of bleaching or any kind of, you know, harsher treatments on your hair. This system will blow your mind. It is one of the best on the market. I've had so many hairdressers tell me the Olaplex system is just a through and through fantastic. The next product that I'm obsessed with for the hair is the Kerastase. This is the set that I bought. This is one of their holiday sets. I also bought this during the Friends and Family 20% off discount code. I only had one code, so I had to like put it all into one order. So this is the Kerastase Magic Night Serum, and then this is the oil serum. Now let me tell you something. I've been using the oil serum for a while now. This is the first time I started using this. This oil is something that I will probably never go without from this point forward. I use this if you have extensions. Oh, this will be a game changer for your extensions. I love using this on my extensions because you are supposed to kind of keep your extensions, especially like clip-ins and stuff, oiled, because there's nothing that gives them oil. There's nothing to give the hair nutrients because it's already been cut off. I love this oil because it's thin and it's not oily, but it is so good. One of the best. I've tried a lot of oils, you guys, a lot of oils. This is fantastic. One of the best. So when I saw that this had like a holiday set, I thought, well, I've always wanted to try this, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. It's like the 8-hour magic night serum. If you have like dry hair or you're wanting your hair to have a little bit more shine, or you get split ends easy, this stuff is a game changer. And the thing that I love about it is that it's creamy, so this is what it looks like. But when you rub it into the palms of your hands and then take it along the edges of your hair, it goes right into the hair. It smells delicious. Oh, I love the smell of this. But it goes into your hair in such a soft way that it doesn't weigh the hair down at all. Like I said, I use this every night and I only wash my hair every 3 to 4 days. If you guys have been looking at these and thinking about getting them, you won't be disappointed. They are so good. Okay, let's move on to a few other products that are kind of, you know, random products, and then we'll jump into the makeup. So this is the Rice Wash from Tatcha. I've talked to you guys about this in a few of my monthly favorites. This is my favorite night cleanser. So I used to use the Tatcha Deep Cleanse, and I still love it, but this is cheaper, and this works just as good in my opinion. This makes my skin feel baby soft. Oh, I love the smell of that stuff on my hands, you guys. This smells so good. The Kerastase stuff. Woo! Anyway, I love that it's cheaper than the Deep Cleanse, but I feel like it works just as good. And what I like to do is like kind of rinse my face just a little bit with some water, and then I take it and rub it in where it's like, you know, it's almost like it turns a little white as I'm rubbing it. This is a pH neutral cleanser of rice and hyaluronic acid that gently purifies your skin while it's moisturizing. You only need a little bit too. That's what I love about this, is you don't need a lot of it. It'll last a really long time. I think these last me about every 3 months or so. And if you can get this on the 20 or 15 or 10% off, it is fantastic. This carry case from Sephora is the best carry case. Now, my daughter, I gotta find him. So she took this to her last vacation. They went on a houseboat with my mom out in the middle of Lake Powell, and she took this, and now I gotta find the little inserts that go in here. There's 3 of them. So I'm gonna put the image right up here on the screen of what actually comes in this, because I don't have them, but they're little pouches. There's 2 of them that kind of sit in here, and then there's one that's like a bag that you can zip up, like put your lip liners and eyeliners and lipsticks and mascaras and stuff like that in it. This is the best carry case. I have had this one for 2 years, and it is amazing. I actually have given them away in like giveaways. Oh, so good. Great time to pick this up on Sephora. I don't ever really hear anybody talking about this carrying case, and it has a great place for all your brushes to kind of stick them in here, keep them nice and protected, and one of the best carry cases. One of the best. And like I said, I've used this a ton of times. I mean, so many times. and it's still it's in great condition. The zipper works great on it. It's really well made. And in my opinion, it is like a must-have from the Sephora website. So I wanted to briefly mention it. And of course, I will have it linked in the description box down below for you guys to just go ahead and click on it and find it immediately. So the final product I wanted to talk about is this. So this is another product that I picked up during the Friends and Family. I always try to pick up this during a sale. Anytime there's a 20% off sale, I always pick this up. This is the Beauty Blender cleanser. This is their solid. And this is what I use to clean my brushes. I buy the large one, but again, you know, if you can get the 20 or 15 or 10% off, it's definitely a little bit cheaper. So this is a solid that sits down inside here. If you're wanting to clean your brushes, you kind of dampen your brush a little bit, run it over the solid, and it's kind of like a soap for your brushes. Sonia G has recommended this for her brushes. You guys know Sonia G just has such amazing brushes, and she's recommended this solid so many times because it's really gentle on your brushes. You don't want to be using like that Cinema Secrets or anything like that, or even the one from MAC. It's very harsh. You don't want to use those on your natural hair brushes. So I was making that mistake for a minute, and one of them kind of got ruined. I had to replace it. I was using the Cinema Secrets. So if you want to keep your natural hair brushes really nice, then I would recommend getting this Beauty Blender Solid. It is amazing. Of course, I do use it to clean my beauty blenders. This little thing right here is like a little mat. Once you've run your sponge underneath the water and you've rubbed it into the soap, you can go over across this and it will kind of help, you know, get in there and clean it up. You can use this for your brushes as well. But I always take advantage of a sale and I always pick up these. These are fantastic. For those days that I don't want to wear lashes because I have such good lashes on this side, I did rip out these lashes right here with an eyelash curler. As you guys know, that really stunk. I've been reaching for these. These are good. These are so good. I don't know how long they're going to be available, but they are the best individual lashes. I've tried them from Kiss. I've tried them from Ardell, which I'm wearing Kiss lashes right now. I love Kiss and I love Ardell lashes. But this from Patrick Ta, this is his collaboration with House of Lashes. This is a full one. No, I got like 4 of them. So you have your short, your medium, and your long. And I love these. These are good. And I like how they give the lash a lift. And they got different lengths in them. And even though the Ardells do, there's something about the way these were created. These are really good. So if you guys have been looking for a really good pair of individual lashes, I recommend these, and it's always a great time to pick them up when they're 20% off. Okay, let's move on to 2 foundations that I am loving. The first one is the Tom Ford Traceless Matte Foundation. You guys know I love the Traceless Stick Foundation. That's a foundation that I love to reach for, kind of like the new Chanel Le Beige, when I'm not on camera and I'm just in my everyday life and wearing, you know, just minimal or regular makeup, but I'm not filming. When I come on camera, it's not something I can wear because it's just so healthy and radiant. I just beam off these and reflect off these lights. However, Traceless Soft Matte Foundation is just like the stick foundation, but just a little bit more of like a satin matte finish where it's longer lasting, which I still love my stick. I am not telling you I don't love my stick foundation because I do. But this one lasts just a little bit longer and it gives you this soft finish and it looks so beautiful. It's one of those matte foundations that everybody can wear. If you have dry skin, this is a very soft matte formula that just looks beautiful. Same thing goes for the La Mer foundation. Okay, like I've said before, I talked about this in my September favorites, but I gotta repeat myself, you guys. This is one of the best stupidly expensive foundations. I did not like this foundation when I first tried it. I didn't get the right shade, and I just didn't love it. I couldn't figure out why everybody loved it. I was like, what's the deal with that foundation? I finally got the right shade. I'm wearing it right now, and I love it. It is so beautiful. It looks radiant, but healthy. It's a soft fluid. So it's kind of, these two are very comparable. So if you like the La Mer, you will like the Tom Ford. If you like the Tom Ford, you will probably like the La Mer. They're very similar. Do I think you need both? Probably not. I would go based on, you know, which one has the right shade for you, because they're both kind of similar in the way that they look and wear. But this one supposedly has like skincare ingredients in it, so it's really expensive. I don't know. But anyway, this is beautiful. So I wanted to recommend both of these because they are amazing. Of course, I cannot go without recommending my favorite powder, which yes, I'm going to be buying a backup during the sale. This is my favorite powder. I wear this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. It is in the shade 2 Medium. This is one of the best powders for smoothing this texture out right here and kind of just making you look just a little bit softer in that area, but never being too heavy. And like I recommended in my Beautylish sale video, this brush from Sonia G, this is the mini cheek. This is a game changer. These two together, game changer, because this brush applies everything so softly where it's not too heavy on the skin. And these two are just like a match made in heaven. And I told Sonia G, I'm like, I wanted to love this powder, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work until I got the mini cheek. And then I combined these together and it was like magic. So I had to recommend that powder because, or maybe you love it and you're like, oh, I need to get it back up while it's on sale. Yes. The next product is from Gucci. I love this bronzer. I do. Yes, you get way more with the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer than you do the Gucci. But it's my understanding that the Gucci is a limited edition product. And I love this for that little bit of radiance. I love this bronzer. I've been using it nonstop. And I'm actually thinking about buying me a backup because I do love it that much. And I have a feeling that I'm probably I'm gonna hit pan on it. Now, yes, I think that the Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit better of a buy because, you know, you just buy the shell and then you can buy refills for it. And I think you get 16 grams. You get just over a ½ ounce worth of product in this bronzer. And with the Gucci, you get 12 grams, just under a half. It's 0.42 ounces. So you still get quite a bit, but yes, the Gucci is more money than the Charlotte Tilbury, but this is a beautiful bronzer. It's so pretty. So pretty. I am so glad I finally bought it. Everybody was raving about it and I didn't buy it in the beginning. And I just kind of kept pushing it off, pushing it off, pushing it off. I finally picked it up and oh my gosh, am I happy I have it in my collection. It is gorgeous. So let me talk about a few products from Charlotte Tilbury because, you know, she's my favorite brand. This palette has become one of my favorites. I love this palette. No, you do not need this palette if you have the Desert Haze. They're very similar in tone and the shades are very similar. So if you have the Desert Haze, which is that one quad with all 4 mattes, then you don't really need this palette. I used this palette today with another palette. I'll be sharing that one in a minute. But I really, really enjoy this palette. In fact, Makeup Craze just sent me an Instagram DM letting me know that Tim Talia gave this palette an A. It is really good. What I love about this is that it's such a soft formula. I mean, you can see this is a matte palette and the shadows are so soft that they're extremely easy to blend and they're extremely pigmented, but I get no fallout from it. Absolutely no fallout. I just have to tell you, I have been enjoying it. Today, I paired it with this beautiful palette from Tom Ford. This First Frost palette, you guys. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have a feeling this will sell out really quick. A lot of you guys have been probably waiting for the fall or winter sale from Sephora before buying this. So if you guys are thinking about getting this, hurry and run down to the description box down below, add it to your cart and click out because this will go probably pretty fast because this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette from Tom Ford. It is just becoming one of my favorites. Yes, these two shades are kind of similar, but it's so pretty. So today, all I did was I grabbed these 2 mattes in this palette, these 2 right here, and kind of smoked them into my outer corner. And then I grabbed the First Frost palette and I put this all over my lid and I put this right up here in the inner corner and kind of rubbed it in. It's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Of course, I have to share with you guys the Dazzling Diamonds. This palette is So this is one of her palettes of pops, and I'm obsessed with this. I love this palette. I love the textures. I love the way they make the eye look. They're so pretty. Now, I will be honest though. Recently, Charlotte Tilbury had a thing going that if you spent over, I think like $100 or something, you could get the palettes of pop in the Pillow Talk. I used it the other day and I just didn't love it. Like the shades are kind of exact. It's weird. Like these two look so similar. These two look so similar. I don't know. I've only used it one time. I'm not fully loving it yet. Like, okay, for example, when I first used the Dazzling Diamonds, I fell in love immediately. I knew I loved it that day. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. This one, I used it yesterday and I was like, I don't know that I love that. So I'm still on the fence about the Pillow Talk. I'll keep you guys updated how I feel about it. But this Dazzling Diamond, gorgeous. Now, the other two, of course, I gotta briefly mention the Bejeweled palette. If you guys have been waiting for the sale to pick up this palette, get it in your cart. Check out. It's beautiful. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I've been reaching for it nonstop, and I love all the shades in here, and I'm already starting to appreciate this section right here, which I didn't think I would ever use that section, and I'm actually starting to enjoy that section. So this is a gorgeous palette. And of course, I could not mention the Pillow Talk Instant Eye. This gives you so many beautiful soft mattes to blend and pair. If you're somebody that like has a lot of these little quads that have, you know, just shimmer shades, this is amazing. I really do love this palette. Now, of course, I'm going to mention this Charlotte Darling palette. This has been one of my favorite palettes from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's because it's just simplified and very easy. It's just one of those easy palettes. I'm gonna actually give one of these to my mom for Christmas. If you want a good Christmas gift for your mom or your sister or your daughter or somebody, they will love this, and this is a great time to pick it up. So I'm gonna just briefly mention that one because y'all know that one's my favorite. We're gonna move on to these palettes from Rare Beauty. You guys, I love these palettes. I love these palettes. I love these palettes. Now, exception to this shade. This shade's a little bit weaker. I wish that this shade had a little bit more punch to it. But these palettes are amazing. I love them. And they have such great texture. And I love the way that I can, as I did in my review, I placed them on the lid, blended them up into the crease, and they just blended beautifully into the crease without even needing a matte. And I have noticed that they have a very good rating on the Sephora website. So I'm really happy to hear that I'm not the only one that thinks that these are fantastic, especially for the price. And if you can get 20% off of them, they're awesome. Of course, I'm going to mention the... Now, you guys, of course I have to mention these two palettes. This is the Bronze from NATASHA Denona. This is the Glam from NATASHA Denona. Both fantastic. Fantastic. Like, she outdid herself on these palettes. I have been loving these. And yes, I've told you that a video is coming very soon of me creating 3 looks combining these two palettes together. If these are on your list, you will not regret it. They are so good. Either one of them, both of them, it does not matter. Whatever color story reaches to you and talks to you the most, they're both so good. I have to mention them because they're so good. I have to talk about the eyeliners from Pat McGrath. These are some of the best waterline eyeliners, meaning if you like to put... like I do this every day. I do my lashes, even if I'm not putting on false lashes. If you put like black or brown, I like to, it depends on what look I'm doing. Like today I used brown, but I like to go up here on the upper waterline and color that in and kind of fill in that skin. It'll make your lashes look thicker. And if you're looking for one that works really well in the waterline, this one from Pat McGrath, fantastic. Even if you use it on the bottom waterline or the upper waterline, I love this from Pat McGrath. As far as lip liner suggestions from Sephora. I have recently picked this one up from Huda Beauty. These are great lip liners. She created good lip liners. I bought this one in the shade Flirt, and I've been really enjoying this. It's a really pretty nude color, and I recommend these or even these from Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury lip liners too. So this is Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is Flirt from Huda. You can see that Flirt is just a little bit darker, but both really great formulas, and they both, I mean, look, they're on there. I mean, they're not wanting to go anywhere. Both really good lip liners. So those are the two that I would recommend picking up. Okay, the other product I want to mention from Rare Beauty is the liquid blush. It's so good. So I have talked about this before. I like the matte formula over the dewy, which is kind of surprising because I do love dewy. I'm actually wearing this today. It's so pretty. What I like to do is, it's got a nice doe foot applicator. I like to put it a little bit here on the back of my hand, and I use a natural haired brush to go into it. So I grab my brush. This is the one from Refer, the number 4. Love this brush. So you can go in like this and rub it into the hand, and then whatever's on the brush, I go in and apply it right here on the center of my cheeks. For me, that's the best way to apply it. I've seen people take it and go directly on and create the dots and then blend it out with their finger. That doesn't work for me. This, for me, is the best way to get it to be the most natural on my skin. And I love it. I think it's absolutely the best liquid blush. It is so good. Last product, this setting spray from Hourglass. What a perfect time to pick it up and try it out. I love this. This is a very soft mister, and it's not one that's going to make your skin feel wet. So if you use something that you're used to, that, you know, you maybe have to use it and then use like a fan brush to kind of, you know, fan it and kind of dry it and set it. This is not that. This is a very, very soft spray where it, like, you can't really feel it spraying on your skin. You can, but you can't. And it dries to a very, very smooth type of texture. And it's good. Like, Hourglass nailed it with this. I love this. And I do feel like it is a soft focus. It's exactly what it is. It's a soft focus setting spray. It's not going to make you look oily or greasy in any way. And I feel like it sets my makeup, and I do feel like it helps the longevity. It's a great time to pick up this setting spray. It really is. Also, do not forget that Sephora has a lot of skincare products on their website. And during the 20% off sale, that is the best time to stock up on some of your favorite skincare items. Sale doesn't end until Monday, the 9th of November. So you can kind of budget and go through and kind of say, okay, I'm going to pick up this now. And then in, you know, next week, I'm going to grab this. Like, you know, don't forget about your skincare, because it's a great time to pick up your skincare. So like I said, everything I've discussed in today's video will all be linked in the description box down below. And when you click on that link, you're supporting me, and I cannot thank you enough for clicking on those links. It means so much to me, and I'm so grateful. Oh, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that these recommendations were helpful for you guys. Definitely sound off down below. Let us know what you guys are picking up. Your guys' recommendations are my favorite. So don't be shy in the comment section. Share what you're going to be picking up, because I want to know. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. And thank you again to Sephora for partnering with me on this video. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye.